We are live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Sorry for the delay this morning, just running a little bit slow. Was up very late at a work event last night. The honest truth is I was just a little bit slow getting out of bed this morning. But the last time when we left off, we had just finished clearing out Little Yangtze, including the big prize of Christine's COS silencer rifle, one of our endgame weapons. And now, I guess, we found the holotape containing a workbench recipe to allow us to make a survival skill book. And we are now just moving along. Apparently we were both dehydrated and hungry, so let's deal with that. Morning, Infinimora. Good morning, His Headness. Good morning, Benjamin. And good morning, Lone Wonder. It is delightful as ever to see all of you. How is everyone this morning? How was everyone's Monday? So I guess I just missed the one box because I had been up here. What we want to do is follow this train track to the west. Let me just shimmy down the cliff, hopefully without any damage. And we'll follow it over. And we have arrived at the Big Mountain West Tunnel. 8 locations left to explore in the entire expansion, so getting close, getting close. Good morning, Cyclo. How are you, my friend? You have a good Monday? As good a Monday as anyone can have, anyway. I believe that one duffel is it. Nope, I'd be wrong. I can actually go inside. Bullets just don't work very well on bots, so let's try and roll up on him instead.
To continue.
Good morning, Ethan. Great to see you, as always. Thank you for joining us. Recipes Unarmed Skill Book. Perfect. This holotape contains a workbench recipe that allows you to make an unarmed skill book. Ooh, the Custodian, a unique Protectron. Smash him up. and gain a level. Awesome. Alright. I want to take guns to 90. I want to take medicine to 90. I want to take repair up a bit. Let's take repair to 90. Let's take speech to 90. And finally, the one everyone has been asking for, it's finally time. Let's take Pyromaniac. 50% damage bonus with fire-based weapons like the Flamer, and the Shish Kebab, and the Superheated Saturnite Fist. There you go. Go toward not the custodian first and see what we can find.
Failure detected.
Oh, he's right over here, so those link up pretty nicely. Burn the world. Yes, it's finally time. 50%. That's a fuckload. You're gonna notice a significant damage boost with the superheated Saturnite Fist going forward. Here's a main computer upgrade, layer mod auxiliary recharger chip. This holotape contains an upgrade file for the Sync Robotic Assistance Central Intelligence Units. And a hard-locked footlocker. Good morning, Maya. A full 50% damage boost, yes, I'd say that qualifies as a metric fuck-ton, especially considering how much damage we were already doing. Good morning, Supreme Savage. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining me. And here's a hard-locked door. Dehydrated again. Not a big deal. We'll do some offloading and grab a couple more emergency waters and grab a drink out of the sink. That's... We should actually just be able to take a swig of this dirty water now that I think of it. Our implant should remove all the ingested radiation. Perfect. Good morning, John. Great to see you. Now, there's no such thing as too much damage, especially on very hard difficulty. Not that I'm complaining about it or anything, but we're still pretty reliant on sneak criticals in order to kill things reasonably quickly. This will help a lot with that. Especially when we get into those big knockdown, drag-out fights where we're in the thick of a big group and we're using implant GRX, you know? Oh, dang. A little low on blank books. Let's just go ahead and... At this point, I think we should just fill empty bottles as we bring them in here. That's right. It's not like we'll have to wait too long, but...
Well, hello there. Can I get you a drink? Well, hello there.
So more of our plants have grown, as you can see. Oh, excuse me. Upgrade holotape received, adding layer weapon mod auxiliary recharger chip to vendor inventory.
Might I be of service, sir? Might I be of service?
And lastly, let's make one of the two skill books we can make. 25 blank books. I need 2 wonder glues. And let's go with survival. We found it first, after all. Wasteland Survival Guide. Puts me at 84 survival. Excellent. Finally, Let me make sure we don't have any uninstalled upgrades. No, we're good. So let's refresh well rested. And let's get back to it. Come a long way, haven't we? Yes, we have. I like the power curve in this game a lot. I really do. And then the later expansions still kind of keep up with you. Alright, next we want to travel back to the Cuckoo's Nest to explore the southwest corner of the crater. Am I planning on getting the Euclid? No, I am not. It's a good question, though. So, see those giant howitzer-looking things? That's our next location. Let's just head right over there. Let's have our gun ready. First thing to check is this military truck. Come on, get back over the pipe. There you go. X7A. That's next. You can see more stuff out on those pipes. We'll be exploring all of it eventually, of course. Oh. RY589 Ultimobot is here at the X7A left field artillery launch. It's a unique sentry bot. Hooray. Oh, wasn't too bad, was it? All right. So yeah, crutches are actually useless in this one. I always have trouble remembering that, but they are not used in any crafting recipe in New Vegas. Be sure and check these other trucks. Ooh, a missile launcher. Let's start checking up staircases now. Seems to be all for that one. Got missiles. Doesn't appear to be anything good up that one. Here we've got what looks like the office building. Dead Money is going to be a while after this, His Headness. The final two expansions, Dead Money I'm probably not going to do until right before I do the Battle of Hoover Dam. Do more or less do the rest of the Mojave, other than the final battle after this. Then I'll do Dead Money, then I'll do the Battle of Hoover Dam, and then Lonesome Road at the very end. That's my tentative plan. Alright, so we've got the office building and we've got this last platform. Let's check the platform out first. Initiate test fire. Now you want to make sure you do the test fire at least once. So there we go. It unlocks some important loot back in the Boomtown. So you really want to make sure you do it. Now let's head into the Artillery Command Center. Once more for good luck. Okay, I'll do it on the way out. Here's a recipe here for the Explosives skill book. So we're behind by 2 skill books now. Should have brought all my skill book or book trash with me. Oh well, it's not like we're that far behind. It's only slightly annoying having to wait. I didn't want you to sit in the chair, dummy. Get it together. There you go. When have I ever wanted you to sit in a chair in this game? Alright, that's it for here. Alright, let's do
Big
it.
Mountain, I, Dr. Movies, will soon control you and all of science!
Alright, so with that done, let's fast travel back to the Boomtown target zone. We will have opened a new crater here. Let's pop a Rad-X while we're at it. I think it's this newly smoldering one right here, actually. It's a fresh footlocker here with an atomic valence tri-radii oscillator and a recipe for the guns skill book. 3 skill books to make now. Unarmed explosives and guns. That. Got enemies nearby. Respawned. Hooray. Let's go offload, because we're getting near our carry weight limit anyway. Not sure where these theoretical enemies are. Alright, there are a couple. Shoot the one in back first. Didn't seem to matter, did it? Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. I'm just trying to fucking offload, game. Don't want to deal with your fucking respawns. Yeah, it's not gonna work. He said, literally pull his head out of the ground so I can get the headshot if I want to one-shot him. Might as well go get whatever that stuff is. Or not. Doesn't look exactly accessible from here. Good morning, Psychosaurus. I suppose that would destroy your lungs. Oh, got another one of those. I'll keep one, just 'cause. Sell the other. Where were you trying to do Rap God this time of morning?
Might I be of service, sir? Might I be of service?
He's got, like, no money. I need him to restock.
Well, hello there. Well, hello there.
Our, yeah, we've got all our plants now. That's pretty cool. Hey, Humpastara, how are you, friend? Yes, we're still doing Old World Blues. I'm getting close now, though. The don't have a whole lot left to explore. Just kind of the 4 or 5 locations left in the southwest corner of the map. We'll be ready to move it along to the end.
I smell sedition.
From here, we can head back to X7A. Now, somewhere around here, this is tricky to spot, but we should be at or near the rear doors to the Saturnite Alloy Research Facility. Oh, first we've got lobotomites. Suppose we should deal with them. Stray crate over here. Oh, hey, check it out. We got Fallout fucking 1 music. That's where I wanted to go. Anybody here play Fallout 1? Anybody? Anybody? Recognize this music, or is that just me? This is the rear door to the Saturnite Alloy Research Facility. Let's check it out. Crazed Mr. Handy. Something else somewhere. Ah, it's just another crazed Mr. Handy. Alright. Not too bad.
Didn't you hear me coming? Now I have to fight you.
What the heck? I definitely prefer Fallout 1 to Fallout 2, given the conversation going on in chat right now. Fallout 2 got a little too wacky for me. I appreciate it. That's one thing I really appreciated about Fallout 3. There were a lot of 2/Interplay fanboys who complained about it, but I really appreciated Bethesda kind of reeling the tone back a little bit after the excesses of Fallout 2. Making it, certainly not completely so, but making it, compared to 2 at least, a lot more serious and a lot darker. I liked that a lot. And I appreciated that, you know, all the OG designers who worked on New Vegas afterwards kind of, as long as you didn't take Wild Wasteland, they kind of kept that. I mean, still plenty of very silly stuff in both games, but I would say the overall tone of 2 was just bonkers in a way that really none of the other games have gone to those excesses. What do we have here? Light switch 2 upgrade, mood lights. Okay. Fallout 3 is now the most underrated game of all time. I don't know about that. It's got plenty of its defend. It's got more than enough people who will defend its honor, myself being one of them. So, I mean, I love Fallout 3. Really do. Just thought it was phenomenal. Still do. Well, no, I mean, I don't mind having that conversation, Pustar. I think it's worth having. 'Cause it's got its strengths and its weaknesses, in my mind at least. I mean, unless your opinion is absolutely everything sucks and I hate it, which, you know, it's a valid opinion, although it lacks a degree of nuance. But what I like about it is two things, really. I loved updating the mechanics, bringing it into, you know, first-person, real open world. I didn't miss the isometric like a lot of people did. And the second thing I really liked about it was what's always been Bethesda's strength, which was, well, probably two things. Level design, and through their level design, I really like the environmental storytelling they're able to pull off. What Bethesda's always been really good at, I mean, really from Morrowind forward, is just building out an area, and as you go through the area, they can tell a story without using an NPC or a single line of dialogue. You just kind of pick up on what everything on the backstory of the area you're in, what happened to the people there, simply by paying attention to what's around you. I've always really appreciated that about their games, and I think dovetailing with that is that Bethesda, much more so than Obsidian, has demonstrated a willingness to, like, really build out full-size, you know, dungeon-style levels that don't connect to a single quest or to the plot line at all, that are just there for you to explore. That I really appreciated about Fallout 3 in particular. Particularly in contrast with New Vegas, because New Vegas has some phenomenal levels that are very detailed and intricate and well built, but every single one of them connects to a quest or to a story point. There are no locations in New Vegas that are big and fully realized, that are purely there for the joy of exploration. Instead, Obsidian suffers from serious location bloat. Oh, we've had too much empty space. Let's just put in another shack. It's kind of how they built the Mojave. That being said, Bethesda's biggest weaknesses are obviously, I don't even really think I need to go into detail beyond saying the weaknesses are certainly writing the actual storylines and designing the quests. Just not good. Well, I wouldn't say not good, just not nearly on the same level as Obsidian or other people who are making RPGs. And I think another thing that kind of gets glossed over with Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, because the isometric interface and especially the way the world map works is pretty good at disguising this about those games, but they're actually pretty damn small. Like, and I get it, it was the 90s. That's not the criticism it sounds like, but there is not a lot to those games. Their wastelands are I guess you could say they're more like actual wastelands, because they're big in the sense that you have a giant travel time to go anywhere, but I think they're honestly, what, maybe around a dozen locations to explore in Fallout 1, maybe a couple more than that in Fallout 2. And other than those, just like nothing to those wastelands. Whereas the later ones that everybody maligns so much, there's actually stuff, a huge amount of stuff to explore, which I really appreciate it. Here's a unique candy called Sparks. Oh, you haven't finished Shivering Isles? Oh, Cyclo, you're missing out. Truly, like, I don't say that lightly, but go finish Shivering Isles. Oh, hey, stranger. Sorry, I got carried away yammering about earlier Fallouts and didn't see that you were here. Great to have you as always. How are you, my friend? Alright, so we've got like the actual Saturnite pit down there. We'll check that out after we look through this little office-ish sort of space, whatever it is. Be now, because we've done everything else. Alright. Try not to fall into the actual lava. I can't remember if this guy's got anything or not. Nope. Just a construction hat. Yeah, and I offer up criticisms of these games as someone who loves all of them, genuinely. Might have sounded like I was giving short shrift to 2 in particular, but I love... Well, pretend Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel don't exist. I love the entire Fallout series. Both the classics and the newer games. Like, I love them. I think they're fantastic. Play them all day. I tend to. Yeah, if you've been paying attention, you no doubt realize by now I have spent a lot of time on the channel and before the channel, or, you know, outside the channel on my own time preparing for the channel, just playing the shit out of the Fallout series. So, yeah, alright. That's all. It for the Saturnite Research Facility. The only major bit of loot we actually need out of here is the mood lighting upgrade for Light Switch 2, which we got back in the main facility. Everything else is just for giggles, but we've had our giggles. Let's get out of here. Hi, stranger. Well, I'm sorry to hear you have bronchitis. At least you don't have to actually talk to us, right?
Attention, Big Mountain. This is an urgent message. If you happen to see a gecko... Echo... Echo? Echo... Echo... Echo...
These days you would just play New Vegas and skip 3 entirely. I get that. I mean, one thing I particularly appreciate about New Vegas, although I mean I do think we have Bethesda to thank initially for this, is that New Vegas took all the new mechanics from 3 and then ran with them and made them even more advanced, added layers of complexity, and just generally speaking, made them better. Like, I would agree with that assessment. I especially like the gameplay-wise. I particularly like the vastly more robust crafting system New Vegas has. Let's pop an anti-venom. Somebody else's. Oh, Y17. Fuck you. The flamer is actually in too shitty of shape to be worth selling, which is probably a good thing. I don't want to be out of inventory space already if I can help it. Well, we're getting there anyway. We're definitely going to have to go offload soon enough. Alright, it's finally time for us to explore this modular city-looking area, and that's actually going to do it for this expansion. This is the last... There are a few locations built into here. This is the last area of the map we have yet to explore. It includes our final, technology retrieval quest for the think tank, too. I just want to duck over here and hit this, because I don't think I've looted it yet. Nope. Oh, we've gotten hungry. There we go. And it did cheesy spawn. Popped in a fresh batch of enemies right next to me. I love it when that happens. I really don't. I think it's a cheeseball shitty move that Obsidian in the expansions is routinely guilty of. Oh. Good. That's the funny thing about both 3 and New Vegas. Like, of all the things that they nerfed in New Vegas relative to 3, like one of the main ones they kept is just how fucking overpowered an unarmed build can be if you have it in mind from the beginning and make all the appropriate choices. It's like, they may have gotten rid of Paralyzing Palm, but it doesn't matter. You're still ridiculously overpowered with a good unarmed build in this game. I mean, it was worse in 3 with the Deathclaw Gauntlet and Paralyzing Palm.
A chance of seeing dispersal from botanical gardens predicted in the late evening.
There's the Z43 Innovative Toxins plant. That is our next location. And don't be fooled by that 250. It's going to go away when my Brahmin steak wears off, so we need to go offload. First, I need to figure out where this fucking nearby enemy might be. There we go. Good. Would I install a mod that disables respawns? I wouldn't want to disable them entirely. One thing, it would nuke my experience points. What I would like The main thing I would like is for there to be some rhyme or reason to it. Like, I leave a cell, I come back in, enemies have respawned, fine. This shit where I am wandering through and it literally just drops a pack of half a dozen Night Stalkers on me, that's like System Shock 2 level amateur hour respawn. Like, we should have been past this by 2010 when this game was released. Come on. Don't think I had anything. No. Accidentally picked up an ashtray. It's alright. I've got my doubts that we're going to be able
Well,
to
hello there. Well, hello
sell
there.
off all the current miscellany, so... Okay, grab the other Brahmin steak. Use that first.
Might I be of service, sir?
How did my armor get so fucked up? That was weird.
Might I be of service?
It's alright, though. Maybe I will be able to finally sell off all this stuff. Oh, fuck me sideways. That is... It's alright.
Might I be of service, sir?
Won't be that hard to put it all back. Not what I wanted to do, though, game. 765, huh? Alright, what do we got? There. Perfect. Alright, let's install the mood lights over here. Upgrade holotape received. Upgrading to mood lighting functionality. Plus 2 charisma, plus 5 barter, plus 5 speech for 12 hours after initial exposure.
You've been seeing the other light switch, haven't you? Am I not enough for you anymore?
Can you turn those lights on for me?
You bet I can. I bet that's more than that other tramp can do, huh?
Mood lighting. Ooh. Alright, folks. We are about to need to end today's stream. Let's head back to Z43. We'll do my perimeter check and we'll save the inside of the plant for Thursday morning. So let's sweep it around. Or sweep around it, I should say. Mainly to make sure enemies are dead, but to a lesser extent to make sure we've got all the loot too. See? That. Where did the other three even come from? I guess it doesn't matter. Anti-venom. Loot boxes. I hear more of them. I don't want to fuck with them for now if they're not actually close by me. Alright, yes, that is going to do it for today's episode. Alright, everybody, that's it for this installment of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. If you've been watching live on Twitch, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new around here and you enjoyed what you saw, I hope you hit the follow button before you leave so you can see when we play next, which is probably going to be Thursday morning, continuing with Fallout. If you're watching later on YouTube, don't worry, all of my content eventually makes it over there. I know not everybody can catch the streams, especially at my hours. But if you like the video, I hope you'll click like and subscribe to the channel so you can see all of the content as it gets uploaded. And finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you will consider joining our Discord server. The link to do so is either in the Twitch channel description or the YouTube video description. We discuss what you'd like to see me play. I make official announcements, and we talk about pretty much anything and everything there. Regardless of your platform, regardless of whether you do any of what I just asked, thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you Thursday. Bye-bye.